yourself is one Guyana for all. Welcome to the PPC capital.
Election time again, and the only political party that have the Guyanese citizens at heart is the People's Progressive Party. We vote in PPPC, them is the only choice for we vote in PPPC, them is the only choice for we. Vote for progress, togetherness, prosperity. All we vote in PPPC, them is the only choice for we. We vote in PPPC, them is the only choice for we. Vote for progress, togetherness, prosperity. All we vote in. When PPP there in office, them just go straight to work. Roll back on taxes, ease the burden, build back trust. House that for everybody, community roads bill, scholarship to open gate, training you to elevate. The farmers getting help, the Guyanese building wealth, the PPP working hard to build this nation strong. Job creation left and right, the PPP doing it right. Come election day, we vote in PPP again. We vote in PPPC, them is the only choice for we. We vote in PPPC, them is the only choice for we. Vote for progress, togetherness, prosperity. All we vote in PPPC, them is the only choice for we. We vote in PPPC, them is the only choice for we. Vote for progress, togetherness, prosperity. All we vote in. I say cup, you say up. Cup, up. When I say cup, you say up. Cup, up. When I say cup, you say up. Cup, up. When I say cup, you say up. Cup, up. You know, say, leadership you can trust and progress you can see. Forward together.
Blaze up.
Country
Blaze
Hat
up.
Music.
Blaze up. Blaze up. Blaze up. Blaze up. Blaze up. Blaze. Earth and all the pass through. Take a seat, cause the seats them can't lose. You can't see the next party confused. Don't talk about one term, I want two. PPC where the people them choose. If you not vote, the whole country gonna lose. If you want to know who are the president for true, Earth and all him are the man for them true. Yeah, so vote up, vote up. vote up, vote up, vote up, vote up, no, vote up, vote up, vote up, vote up, vote up, vote up, vote. Blaze up.
You see this one? This one is for all my Guyanese across the nation. Oh Lord. One Guyana. Hands up. We have them high. High. We have them high. Up to the sky. Up. Hands up. We have them high. High. We have them high. One Guyana. This one is for all the people name. Let we vote for the code. The PPPC. This one is for all the people name. Put your X by the code. For President Ali. This one is for all the people name. This one is for all the people name. This one is for all the people name. Put your X by the code. One Guyana. Oh Lord. The country I build up a true. PPPC are voting for you. No dog. Guyanese, you should do what me I do. Do it. Don't make them other parties trick you. No way. I eating rice with kalaloo. See there? With wind they go sanction you. For real. Bills we pay the bank now on you. Never. Another failure like Abnu. Notice. The coalition what happened to you. So much suffering Guyanese go through. Oh Lord. You better know we are free thinker. We not care if you walk out we soup drinker. PPP, PPPC, vote PPP, PPPC, vote PPP, PPPC, we voting PPP, PPPC. So this one is for all the people name. Let we vote for the code. Say PPPC. This one is for all the people name. Put your X by the code. For President Ali. This one is for all the people name. Oh, this Lord. One is for all the people name. This one is for all the people name. Put your X by the code. One Guyana. Oh Lord. Scrape heads, let me educate you. Educate. Cause it seems like you don't have a clue. None at all. These operations we've been through. Oh Lord. All because of Abnu. No say. What you think sanction win I go do? You know see. What the leopard thing want trick you? No. Must he go by we a Lambo too. Oh Lord. The purple ones match bandit too. Watch there. Guyanese people win a stupidity. Stupidity. We are progress and you can't stop we. See there. That's why we vote PPPC. September 1st, I watch out for PPP, PPPC, vote PPP, PPPC, PPP, PPPC, we voting PPP, PPPC. Yes. Yo, tell me now, them can't stop the progress. Like when Naga learn, whoop. AFC, NRC, APNU, I want to do them. Oh, many are called, chosen is few. One Guyana, PPPC, another 5 year, gone clear. Them for now. Oh, tell me why them want run up. Run up. Here finally, Jack Dio, them can't bad up. Sanction man feel like him go run the country. Never. PPP support a loyal. Not like dog. You fi vote here finally. Make we unite like it's the Wally. Emancipation make we a free country. Yeah, I want do them. APNU, PNC. No. 5 years them destroy the country. Here we go. One Guyana we rolling. Oh, PPP's the only way. Oh, see. September 1st when you cast your vote, cast it. Efranali. Whoa. One Guyana we rolling. Oh, PPP's the only way. Oh, see. September 1st when you cast your vote, cast it. Efranali. Whoa. High time Guyana fi rise up. President Ali we believe in the cup. Now the whole Caribbean see we economy up. PPP policies are woke. If you believe in progression, one Guyana. PPP is on a mission. Yeah, we don't believe in segregation. Falling out them trap. A full time now the racist politics we start. Put Guyana up on top. One Guyana we rolling. Oh, PPP's the only way. Oh, see. September 1st when you cast your vote, cast it. Efranali. Whoa. One Guyana we rolling. Oh, PPP's the only way. Oh, see. September 1st when you cast your vote, cast it. Efranali. Whoa. This is a paid advertisement sponsored by the good folks of the PPPC and the One Guyana family. September the 1st. Boss of the boss. Vote PPPC. Efranali. Oh. Yo, tell me now, them can't stop the progress. Like when Naga learn. Whoop. AFC, APNU. I want to them. Many are called, chosen is few. One guy PPPC, another 5 year. Gone clear, them for now. Oh, tell me why them want run up. Run up. Yeah.
PPPC, yeah. 5 more years, 5 more years on them. 5 more years on them. 5 more years on them. 5 more years. PPP winning this again. 5 more years on them. Let's all vibe. Give thanks for life. Irfan winning this again. PPP winning this again. 5 more years on them. Let's all vibe. Give thanks for life. Irfan winning this again. Progress must continue. Progress must continue, yeah. Progress must continue. Irfan winning it again, yeah. Progress must continue. Progress must continue, yeah. Progress must continue. Irfan winning it again.
Wake up, good day, it's bright, kind of feel the blue. Turn your dial for Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. From your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones.
Hear from the people them love. Hear from them love. Hear from Ali them love. He said, hear from Ali at the boss.
Oh, you dealing with the boss?
PPP coulda never take a loss. We a vote for PPP fast. Any problem, Irfan fix them. Him no make way off it talk. Original party and never none knock off. Is there? We need to vote and do it for purpose and not for Irfan. No run him bill way up and woulda never let we down. I can't weed them, I test you must see junk PPPC. No dull Irfan, I take care of stuff up in the slums. Guyana pretty, like a pretty set at Irfan a bill it. Him a take care of the city when election finish. Irfan a lay a win it, him a no gimmick. PPP legit. Vote for PPP fast. Is there? Vote for Irfan Ali. Irfan the people them.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly. I'm trying to get something started for you guys really quickly. I'm sorry, I thought it was exporting. I exported the wrong thing. So just give me 1 second. Let me export it again, and we'll get it started. Morning to everybody joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to the persons joining us across the diaspora. Especially good morning to the persons in the comment section. I hope everybody's having a wonderful morning. How many people had a chance to go to the Stuartville rally? Or had a chance to actually look at it on social media? They had several live broadcasts. I do know that the newsroom so I do know that the newsroom, they went live with that broadcast. So I do hope persons are able to check on that. As you guys know, we had an event-filled weekend. Trouble. Did I press export? We had an event-filled weekend. Okay, great, good. So I have it here. Right. And some people headed to court this morning. As I said, let the chips fall where they may in relation to that. But I did notice that Brian still sending threats. Brian still sending threats. And oh Lord, trouble. Anyway, so let's get into it. Since on Brian one time.
Right? Walk wrong me like if you walking wrong.
Morning to everybody in the comment section. Sorry, Vishnu, Narain, Arnold Hanuman, Abdul Latif, Vishnu Chintaman, Joseph Satar, Rahim Amarali, Walter Fisher, Rajendra Singh, Chef Rocky, NY, Balwantan Raj, Wasim Nabi, Suna Raghubir, Sarah Mosley, Jonabi John. Morning to you. Hanuman Prem Kumar, Nadi, Chris, Pushram Kishore, Miss Ram Charan, morning to you. Amanda Prasad, Tularam morning. Philip Diablo, good morning. Gayatri Baldio, good morning. Shakila Briglal, not Briglal, Briglal. It's the difference, right? Bibi Fire, morning. Carla Daniels joining us from Morocco region number 5. Morning to you. Estelle, I'm not. Pamela Gopi, Devi Suknanan, morning. Prasad Pati, Sherwin Siram, John Walters, morning to you. Yulin Chong, good morning. Wahida Ali, good morning to you. NTS Bacchus. John Thompson in the building. John Thompson. VJ morning. Ronald Jones, 10 o'clock. Jean Cornelius, Eunice Rock will be a special good morning to you. Shariza Mustafa, Randy Shepard, morning to you. Jamila Kayoum, Alan Khan, Asif Ahmad, Tara Babulal. I'm gonna stop there. It's a lot of y'all. Morning to everybody. Thank you for being here. Bonita Siram, Ion Vipat, good morning to you guys. Salome, morning to you. Rihanna Lux, morning to you. Yeah. Don Alfonso, morning. Peter Saunders, Sundar, morning to you. Corinne Declu, good morning. Maureen Razio, good morning to you. Steve Chan, morning to you. Henry Jagdio, morning to you. All right, good. So I can't get everybody. Sorry, Deshaun Abrams, big up yourself, brother. Sonia, morning. Don Ali, morning. So, right here.
To go
The show after the show.
outside and take a cheap shot.
Wait.
Right? Walk wrong me like if you walking wrong. To go outside and take a cheap shot. Right? Take a cheap shot. Well, a couple of cheap shots. And you might get it back up and jump so good. Good and proper. If I didn't use some fight.
So we might got your own story to take place. We know what we see. Right? There was clear movement. But hey, them is thing we decide when we at the point where we fed up and we ready to take things into our own hands. That's Guyanese. That's how we standards go. But but hey, you understand? We know what we saw. So don't worry when they get up and go outside thing. Don't worry when they get up and go outside thing, bro. You claim to be one of the best fighting men in this country. You understand? And I see Bevian King do some live talking about not promoting violence and then makes a post just after telling Guyanese they should eat the food of Venezuelans. I wonder what eat the food mean, right? Sometimes I got people issues with some, not with the person, but the contradictions in what they say, right? You're saying no violence, but you're encouraging Guyanese to, when at least based on what I know, eat food is try to rob or, you understand? Anyway, back to Brian. Brian was supposed to be a big fight man. A big fight man. I remember Brian doing a live say he put a say up and he put it in somebody. He called Critic and tell Critic he come in for the money with a left hook. And Critic frightened the left hook. Critic, and that's the thing, we underestimate Critic. Critic hand, let me see if I can get it in the frame. Wait, Brian, you come down here a little bit. Critic hand move from here, a stationary position so fast. But Brian, back to Brian.
To go outside and take a cheap shot.
Cheap shot. That slap was with clear intent for you to get sense. That wasn't a cheap shot.
Eh? Take a cheap shot. Well, a couple of cheap shots.
Well, at least he honest about them, because we saw several pull back and launch forward in terms of the fist of the Guyanese critic.
And he might have broke up a jaw, so good.
Honesty still. Critic might have broke up his jaw, but probably critic held back. But that stupidness we about to talk here,
Good and proper. If I then use some fighting techniques of pulling you into me.
now this here is to he get beat up. So for his viewers, he has to now make them feel confident in him again. That it's still a bad man out here. Right? So now he's bringing in the technique. So he wasn't able to use an offensive technique to throw any punches or to deal any blows or to throw any elbows. He wasn't able to do an offensive technique. He's now explaining that he incorporated a defensive technique. Right? He incorporated defensive technique. Right? So he pulled critic close to him. Pull critic close to him so critic couldn't raise up and punch. Right? He pulled critic close to him. Pull critic close to him. So critic couldn't raise his hand like he's doing in the video several times. Right? One, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. You do see him snatching for the hand. We got to give him that. He's snatching for the hand. He's snatching. But maybe this technique, like his offensive technique, didn't kick in properly. You understand? And at what part of this defensive technique or the snoring, what the snoring does do? If that's a part of the defensive technique, playing dead or playing you fall asleep, y'all ever hear this say, if you in the bush, not Guyana, if you're in the forest, America and them places, and you see a bear that says lie down and play dead, what is the part of the technique of his defensive technique? He lie down and then
Hey man, what? Fucking place. I'm playing your mother's
technique. We see him reaching for the hand, but the pull down is what we see. So Brian, you gotta come with something better than that. Come with something better. Blame it on old age, blame it on you got too good foot, blame it on that you're probably mad or something. Blame it on that. But don't tell me but no technique and technique save you. You got a trashing. We saw the photos after. You posted them. Unless you cut yourself and had yourself bloody up like that, you will get legs. You get legs.
So he couldn't give a throw his hand enough. But the bunny look at me broke up my jaw. You look at me broke up my jaw. But he, it always go. If you know to fight, you can't fight. So I just pull you right.
That is also factual. Brian, listen to this clip of yourself. Right? Listen to this clip of yourself. If you don't know to fight, you can't fight. If you don't know to fight, you can't fight. Don't push fight to people you can't fight.
To me, you can't throw your punch when you do that. Well, what critic I do now is walk with the eye behind your head now.
So now this is the part where, well, this is the reason I played the video. So these two gentlemen were called into the police. They are both out on bail. They're supposed to be going to court today. This video was made yesterday whilst he is currently on bail. And this is what Brian puts on.
Well, what critic I do now is walk with the eye behind your head now. Don't go up on the road no way. And Shelly?
Right? So you threaten this man again. That he can't go on the road, he can't go do no life nowhere. And then after threatening him, who you and he got a problem, you make it personal and goes to the man's wife now. And calling up the man's wife name in your mouth. You remember Will Smith do for people calling his wife name in his mouth, Brian Max? Even when you went there this Saturday, in the outside, you're calling the man's wife name, calling up the man's wife family name, all kind of thing. Unnecessary. So here he jumps to the man's wife again.
Little bulldog, I know what you do. Little bulldog. And Shelly, little bulldog, I know what you're doing, this thing, man.
Yeah, but where the one she take you? Brian, you don't want the little bulldog take you? You don't want Shelly take you? And you never know, it might be undercover jealousy. Look how you talking about the man's wife in relation to the child she met. Nobody forced you to do it. Nobody pays you to do it. Nobody. What's wrong with you?
Terry Bulldog, y'all gotta get rid of that stink man from robbing his system.
Now he determined that the girl family got to get rid of Critic because he know.
Right there, you can't waste your money. Shelly girl, you can do better than that stinker.
So she should left you for you. And my thing is this. How Brian Max knows so much about Critic in terms of how he smell and his hygiene and them kind of thing. I just see Critic on 1 and 2 assignment. I really never been close enough to Critic to smell it. To tell you the honest, I don't know Critic does smell. Whether he's wear cologne, he don't, I don't know. And to me, I don't be that close to no other man like that. The only man I could say I just discuss scent with, two men that I would discuss scent with is Quincy Anderson. He's buying off cologne, so sometimes when he get new stocks, I might smell to see if I want to purchase. And Akeem Evans. Because two leaders usually shop at the same cologne place. So if he buys something, he's asked me if I got it. Or if he want to buy something, he might ask me if I got it to find out how it smells or something like that. But other than that, to like walk on the place, checking out other men smell, is not an interest of mine. You understand me? Y'all check out Deshaun, he had to have the sell cologne. I purchased some cologne from her too. Y'all check them out. Message to Sean and see what she got. Right? But he now getting personal with the man, wife, and the in-laws.
All the balls stink.
No, Anders was saying, here we're trying to say. I just tell you, I ain't around men like that to tell you, well, man, A, the smell good, or man, B, the smell bad, or man, C, wearing Versace, and man, D, wearing Gucci cologne, or I don't know. I don't smell them like that. Or I don't know if I go wrong, the smell is there, but I ain't paying attention because them kind of things, I'm not looking to acknowledge how a man smells. You understand me? More so to have an opinion on how the balls smell. What? Brian Max smelling Critic underwear? Brian Max, you going to with Critic probably doing the laundry and getting the dirty laundry and smelling? How you know it? What going on? What is happening? How can you attest to what going on with Critic balls? I mean, people make assertions based on the size. They say you gotta go there, wherever it is. I don't know. That's what they say from the pictures. But in terms of the smell and them kind of thing, you being in Critic crotch, what's going on, Brian? What is happening? What is happening? and Critic with his sour crotch still catch the girl that you telling to left with the sour crotch. So Brian, I think there's a bit of jealousy here. I think this is a bit of jealousy. you need to watch, and critic probably need to watch yourself, because I don't know how we are attracting these guys that smell any balls or smell any sharks or whatever it is they're doing. Whatever it is, he would, Brian, be a man.
You're better than a stinker. All the balls stink. The mouth stink.
Will you kiss critic? You and critic being so close, or is he breath knock you out? Yes. Oh, Saturday. Everybody thought it was a slap, but was he breath knock you out? When you went there?
Your whole body stink.
How you know that? You smelling critic belly and the chest in the armpit. Why are you so close to the guy in his critic? What is going on? What is happening in this election cycle? 2025 will be an election cycle to be remembered. This is crazy. Why do you have so much information on how critic body smell? Critic, watch yourself. Jesus Christ. This is my look, Brian. Brian is trouble. Now, moving on, we got more win candidates and win representatives, and let's go with this one here.
I hope we future president, Mr. Azzedine Mohammed, is paying close attention. When you're going to power, we're going to bring out all the jail man except the rapers. Okay? The jailmen them. We did not forget you guys. We did not forget you guys, okay? All the men who's incarcerated, except for the rape ones, y'all coming home. September 4th. Y'all coming home. Y'all coming home.
So the dog has spoken. The dog has spoken. So therefore, every right-thinking Guyanese, every Guyanese who get robbed, every Guyanese who had some family or them or friend or anything close to them who get murdered in any way, shape, or form, anybody who was assaulted, so that means critic coming home if he's arrested on the doggy thing. So critic got nothing to worry about if Mohammed win. They are planning Team Win to lose persons who went through the court system, got convicted for whatever crime they perpetrated, doing their time, and they're going to decide to release all them back into the streets. This should be an eye-opener to every right-thinking Guyanese. A vote for win is a vote for chaos. A vote for win is a vote for criminality. A vote for win is a vote for, as Doggy said, letting every single criminal back on the streets except for the ones who rape. So all the murderers back on the road with we. All the blue choking and robbing back on the road with we. All the blue breaking in people's house and thing back on the road with we. There's a difference between child molesters and rape, or child molestation and rape. Because I'm trying to understand exactly what this man trying to say. I think it talks up about the same thing. Because he differentiate. So it's possible that child molesters could be back out on the street. Men who in jail for beating the wife or the woman, back on the street. Y'all women run and hide. That's what we're bringing to y'all. Right? That's what we're bringing to y'all.
I hope we future president, Mr. Azzedine Mohammed, is paying close attention. When you're going to power,
Guyanese need to pay close attention to this. Doggy continues to speak with authority on behalf of the Win Party. You understand? Continues to speak with authority on behalf of the Win Party.
We gonna bring out all the jail man except the rapers. Okay? The jailmen them. We did not forget you guys. We did not forget you guys, okay? All the men who's incarcerated, except for the rape ones, y'all coming home. September 4th. Y'all coming home. Y'all coming home.
So September 1st, every Guyanese who got a working brain, every Guyanese who interested in safety and security, every Guyanese who love the girl children and want them to be able to walk the road without fear, every Guyanese who want to be able to walk the road with money to transact business and them kind of thing without the gunmen and the bike bandits robbing you, you know which party not to vote for. A vote for Win is a vote to put all those people back on the street. All those people back on the street to rob, kill, maim, and go on crazy in Guyana. Right? No. Okay, hold on. Yeah, right, good. Now I want to jump to the APNU. I want to jump to the APNU. They got a stupid man in the name Michael Richmond. So Michael calling up Shaquan name, Shaquan Gill. And I said I was going to deal with it, but I feel like I want to give Michael this stage. You understand? But let me start with this guy here.
To begin this evening by dealing with the bald-head rat, Barrett. Today he made this point that he has the discipline services waiting for after the elections to deal with us. This man is a complete idiot. If you lose these elections, you must go. You must not tell us about bringing the police.
So the stuff that they didn't want to do in 2020, they're now telling the PVP about in 2025, right? Good.
You might have a commissioner who is a puppet, but the Guyanese people aren't. And we're saying to you,
he talking about commissioner who is a puppet, yet his commissioner went to the media during joint services voting when the recruits show up in their uniform that they had since the beginning of time, always been their uniform, to say that they were representing a political party and it was a representation of what the day will be. And he talking about puppet.
We're going to beat you. We're going to beat you in a fair fashion. And anything you try, you will face the full consequence.
Papa, you
don't have transport for Guyana. You couldn't.
So, okay, sorry. As the comments has been looking at. So Ronald Roberts says, you're a typical Guyanese, you're a soup drinker. Because I don't support the stupidity of Aubrey Norton. That's fine, Ronald. Let's continue.
Even keep a marriage certificate. And you going on like
who see Aubrey Norton wife? Who see Aubrey Norton wife? Ever. I've never seen her. I don't see her at events. I see you walk around with Carol. But who see Aubrey Norton wife for each child mother? Who? I'll wait.
If you own everybody in Guyana, we are not afraid of you. We are not the people in the PPP when you talk, run and hide. You are a little coward.
So he's talking about the PPP people running and hide when the General Secretary speaks, but not talking about the people who just run out of his party when he got anything to say. So when he speaks, according to when the general secretary speaks, he speaks with authority. People run and hide, they're frightened. When he talking, people show your middle finger and walk out the party and go and run to the party that he talking about now.
Come from Michael, hiding behind state power. And if you want us to clash, let us clash. We are interested in peace.
So let us clash and then talks about peace. This is leading up to something. See, I'll bear with me.
We have campaigned peace.
You heard that? We have campaigned peacefully. We have campaigned peacefully. We have campaigned peacefully. I'm repeating it. We have campaigned peacefully. These are the words of Aubrey Norton. We have campaigned peacefully. So we're taking a look at the peaceful protest, peaceful campaigning. You understand? You see what the peaceful campaigning they're doing? APNU, PNC people have always been aggressive. Always been aggressive. Always been aggressive. So Aubrey Norton and this foolishness that he's trying to tell people here now, I don't know who he's trying to fool. Right? I don't know who he's trying to fool. At the end of the day, the General Secretary said what he said for a reason. Now, the first thing I want to highlight here is Norton's contradiction on peace. Norton cannot claim to want peace while in the same breath saying, let us clash. How does let us clash equate to peace? His words are inflammatory and reveal a willingness to provoke unrest if he doesn't get his way. True leaders calm tensions. They don't fan the flames. Now, fear of security forces, the fear of the security forces by Norton and the APNU is equal to fear of law and order. The General Secretary's statement was not about intimidation. It was about assurance that Guyana's security forces will protect the will of the people. Norton is angered by the joint services being prepared. How that making sense? What does that say? Only those planning disruption fear law and order. Now, in terms of respect for democracy, elections are decided at the ballot box, not by threats. The PPPC has made it clear, whoever wins fairly governs. It's Norton and his allies, like As Mohammed, who already crying rigging before a single vote is counted. That's a classic excuse for chaos. I played a video. No, I think I didn't play it yet. I uploaded it. I'm supposed to still have it here that I could pull for you guys. Where As is telling people that if they don't win, they're not accepting nothing because they know that they're leading in some poll. Oh, look at right here. Listen to this.
Because we never accepted. We accepted it. Listen to this carefully. We not accepted because we did the numbers and we know that we are leading in the polls. And they know it.
The poll that nobody will see but us. So As now telling people, along with Norton, that they are not going to accept a result that comes out with the PPP winning. If GCOM declares the PPP the winner, they are not accepting that because they know as torn GCOM, team win torn GCOM. So they know. They didn't have polls saying that Granger would win the last election, win re-election. The polls didn't tell them not to. Ask and make this poll available so that the media could see which regions were tested, which regions were polled, how many people, between what age, how many males, how many females, how many employed, how many unemployed. Nothing. Nobody can know nothing but the poll. I know you have Norton talking about let us clash. The PNC through the APNU have a proven track record of this disorder. APNU has a history of refusing to accept results. 2020 elections, the biggest example. By contrast, the PPPC has defended democracy and worked with international observers to ensure transparent elections. Guyanese remembered who tried to rig and who dragged out the last elections for 5 months. The security Jabio spoke of is for citizens, not politicians. Politicians know what they're getting into. They know what they got to deal with it. They know what politics does bring. So the joint services aren't protecting the vice president and President Ali. They got a presidential guard for that. They're protecting every Guyanese citizen from persons who want to come and block road and burn down this and burn up people car and burn up people truck and burn up bridge and craziness. Families, vendors, business owners, and ordinary people deserve to know that no political party will be allowed to endanger their safety. Who has a track record of endangering the general public? Who has a track record of that? Aubrey Norton. Who has that track record of not accepting the results at elections? You understand? So nobody's trying to intimidate you guys there by saying the joint services are ready. They're supposed to be ready to maintain law and order in Guyana. I keep telling y'all, gone are those days where we are going to accept the whole country shutting down because somebody didn't like the results that come out of free and fair elections, where observers don't have issues like they had in 2020. So imagine they want to try to talk to us now when they try to force that worries on us in 2020. Aubrey Norton, who got Dr. Cummings in the party, who got to revoke the accreditation for observers as they were trying to rig the elections in Ashman's building. Now you telling people about accepting results? Why y'all didn't accept the results that the PPP won and moved the election petition? Or you don't remember what happened in 2015? The results came out that AP and UAFC won. The PPP moved to election petition. I don't decide it didn't submit or they're blocking them from submitting it or it didn't get here in court or whatever. But that's the route they went. They didn't drag out the elections period. They, no, We win, y'all win. No. They use the process. So Norton leads by threats, not ideas. Instead of presenting policies on jobs, housing, youth empowerment, after all, he was a youth advisor to Granger, Norton falls back to threats. Let us clash. And I remind you, the only politician that come out of the APNU currently that could say to put the body to blows for the party in protest action is not even a part of that party anymore. James Bond. James Bond protests on PNC and APNU behalf to his own detriment. All kind of thing happened to James Bond for protesting for them. You think Aubrey Norton go and make himself a fool on the road there? He can do it from Congress Place and mobilize people to go out there. He can take some pellet shots because his supporters burning up the place and the police come to restore order. He gone. And that's what a lot of y'all need to realize. They don't put themselves in harm's way. They just take themselves completely out of it. Completely out of it. Now, I can jump to this other guy. I'm telling you, this guy is an idiot. I really didn't want to, but I really want to as well. So listen to the logic put forward. Yes, sir. If GCOM comes out and says that T. Mohammed wins the election, GCOM is the person who determines it. Anybody who got issue has to move to the courts. What you was expecting me to say no? If wins, they win. If that's what GCOM said, they win. GCOM is the people to determine who win. If I, as an individual, got a problem with that, I have to go to the court and challenge it in the court and prove how they didn't win. But your leader just said based on his polls, he's not accepting it. If he doesn't win, he's not accepting it. I just played it here. Let me play it again for Mr. Quaid or whatever the hell he needs. This is your leader.
Because we never accept it. We accepted it. Listen to this carefully.
How the hell he can say he's not accepting it? It's not for him to determine we accept it. GCOM decides who wins. The court decides what he will accept in terms of who win and who win not, or determining who win and who win not outside of GCOM after the fact. The court. So he is already putting it into the minds of people that he will go and cause chaos and disruption and try to break up the progress and the development that we have seen over the 5 years here in this country.
We not accepted because we did the numbers and we know.
We did the who in heaven's name is we? You and GCOM? You and GCOM see your poll? Bye. So you want Aubrey Norton? Stop your foolishness. Stop your foolishness. Now back to the city out here. Let me go. And the only reason I responded to this guy, we're not responding. The only reason I'm going to share my views on the sentiments he shared in this video is because you call my friend name. Anybody that know me know that me and Shaquan is not the best of friends. But I respect his accomplishments and I respect the work that he does as a professional. And you, Michael Richmond, could never hold a light, a candle, a match, a lighter in terms of trying to step into Shaquan Gill's shoes. You, like the PNC PR, heavy tongue wretch. Heavy tongue wretch. And Shaquan is a church boy. Don't worry with them videos when he's small and them thing he posts online, but he be them gang and them stupidness. Don't worry with them. He looking for a little like that. Shaquan can answer you. Shaquan's a church boy. He able with you. You understand? He able with you. The comments. Sometimes I see some stuff as God check to see what's going on. Shaquan is not going to answer you. So I will answer you on his behalf. Right? Mind you, Michael Richmond is me farmer staff. This was this on my face. I was gluing something with hot glue and the strings all over. Michael Richmond was my staff. This wretch used to work for me. You understand? And he can talk about not working for the government and in the private sector could say what you want and all kind of thing. Michael Richmond came to work for me because he was a driver at this place that used to give driving services to Exxon, and the owner shoot up one of the Land Cruiser or something, and Exxon canceled the contract. This where he was, and he came to write for me as a sport reporter. This boy write a story about himself, asked me to post it and go under the story and say thanks Livewire News. I swear to you. Michael, tell him a lie. Michael, tell him a lie. Let me show them the chat of you sending the story and the screen grab you when you comment under it. Thank you, Livewire. That's how these PNC people are. Narcissistic. You remind me of one of them Collins twins. Narcissist. Right? Self-praise, self-importance, and the boy irrelevant to the max. Here, listen, let me tell you. And you see Shaquan, you better start standing up for yourself. Shaquan Gill, you better start standing up for yourself. Don't got me gotta come out here to representing you so steady. Don't got these little stupid man calling up your name and you not representing yourself, man. Look like he got stroke. Look.
Babe.
Me problem with y'all is that our influencers are lazy people.
No, mind you, this wretch ain't got no following, you know. I think I blocked you on Facebook. Let me see. This man ain't got no following. Michael Richmond. I think I blocked you. Yeah. Darn. Michael Richmond. Yeah, let me see. Wait. Watch. This man ain't got no following, you know. I'm talking about influencers. Right? Let me just show you. On Facebook, you're allowed 5,000 friends. Every friend you got, let's follow you. Because once you click add, is follow. Right? This wretch, 5,000 friends you get on Facebook. Look at the followers Michael got. Look at the followers Michael got. And calling Shaquan Gill name, who does be on live TV, doing real work. Right? 6,300. I would have shame you. How you could talk about influence? You calling up Shaquan Gill, you're calling up Professor Moore and Courdel Paul, people who got thousands of people following them. Thousands of people. Nobody know you. Right? Let me get back to your opinion.
And as a country, Guyana is never going to progress. You know why it's never going to?
It's never going to progress because we got idiots like you, Michael Richmond. Disingenuous idiots like you. Now, at time, this guy was working for me, begging me to come to the vice president press conference. Right? Man, let's do more than sports. You know, I could write 2 stories for the vice president. I could write 2 stories for you. That's all right, good. He come. He ain't got no question for ask. Not nice sending you a question for ask. Literally read it like he picking card. I shame. Kai hello. Michael Richmond, Livewire News. Sir, you are going on. Like how Brian Max is getting licks in every word. Lash. Those are we this out. This was Michael Richmond. When the press conference done, I looking for Michael for help pack up. You come to press conference, you got to do a little work. Michael at the table with the vice president begging for something. Begging for something. I got to find out if he get really beg for that he didn't get under the APNU. And this is my problem with people like Michael Richmond. Michael Richmond was a non-entity 2015 to 2020. They had no use for him. Jamal Adams is the same thing, a non-entity. They didn't care. They didn't give a shit about Jamal. They didn't even implement. Jamal did an alphabet, you know, how this got the chart, A for apple, B for bat, C for ball, the kind of thing. He did a Guyanese one. You understand? A for whatever Guyanese word that affiliated. B for, what's Guyanese that starts with B? It wasn't though. But what's Guyanese that started B? Oh Lord. Unique to Guyana. But the letters, they were unique to things Guyanese. C like C for critic or C for Courdel or something, or L for Livewire. Local stuff. They didn't even implement the alphabet chart in the schools. You understand me? They didn't. And these wretches mounted the platform for the same people that reject them. Listen to this idiot.
Progress because of people like y'all influencers. I'm going to break it down neat and nice to y'all tonight.
Neat and nice. This idiot. Listen, imagine he vexed with influencers because they see the people they influencing progressing and they're getting on board with the progress. Michael Richmond, you are a complete idiot, brother. You understand me? You are the definition of a stupid man. The definition of a stupid man. I never see the levels of stupidity exhibited by you, Michael. Next level stupidity. You vex with influencers because they are on board with progress. You trying to tell me that influencers in seeing the roads in the communities done by people from the communities? You trying to tell me the influencers in seeing portions of their descent progressing? That's why they're getting on board? You think they're just getting on board because somebody hand them some money? Somebody should hand you some money on the APNU. You understand me?
Before I go to the football finals of Congress place, I'm going to break it down for y'all. Y'all influencers lazy. You know why? Tonight I'm in a calm name mood.
Watch, you can't even talk properly.
I really care who don't like me after.
The people who you name, you calling, except probably for Shaquan, won't see your post. The people, Colonel Paul, Professor Moore, wouldn't see your post. They ain't gonna see this video.
Many of y'all influencers run over the river at Tushin when young Adriano went missing and then her body popped up in the pool. Y'all run over the road. And y'all see our government covered.
This is when I tell y'all like this one, cause who see when the government cover up what? This idiot. This is why I tell y'all like want to cuss up. Who see what government cover up what? This retard. What different was heard from the overseas pathologist with Dexatat? Asshole. I had to let the one out. Sorry. What different was heard, brother, in the Adriana Young matter? What different was heard other than the pathologist telling us on a live what Dexter Todd and Travis Chase told her. We're talking about the medical aspect of it. Her medical examination. What did she say in relation to that? What cover-up body? I don't know why the government of Guyana don't sue people for talking certain thing, you know. If I was president, you would have to prove how the government cover up Adriana Young then. You would have to prove that.
The murder of an 11-year-old child.
This idiot.
Many y'all influencers went to Moko when the government bamboozled.
The government bamboozled who, you fool. Jesus Christ. No Alan Khan. Here, look what Alan Khan thing. And Alan, I honestly believe he was sent to me as a mole. But me ain't got none to hide. You understand? No. I was talking to another seasoned journalist. I'll tell you all this, Leroy Smith from Big Smith News. I should have known better. I was talking to Leroy. I was just getting started with Livewire. And I was talking to Leroy about how much I should pay freelancers and them kind of thing. And I asked him if he knew anyone, and he recommended this jacket, this boy. You remember, he recommended Moron Richmond. He recommended this moron to me. Yeah, you know what Leroy said? He's a good guy, he just need guidance. So I see right in sport, me know about sport is eating, do eating. This, I keep telling Michael, stop speaking on political and economic things and trying to draw contrast between things. That is not your forte, Michael. You're stupid. You are stupid, Michael. You understand? He talking about the government bamboozle people in Moko. Listen to this idiot.
A Tushin. When young Adriano went missing and then her body popped up in the pool. Y'all run over the road. And y'all see our government.
I'm calling Shaquan Gilnade. You can't even formulate a good sentence. I'm calling Shaquan Gilnade in your mouth. You're right, sparse Shaquan. If people like me got to abuse Shaquan, people who can speak, because Shaquan can speak. You but government bamboozle people in Moko.
Covered the murder of an 11-year-old child. Many y'all influencers went to Moko when the government bamboozled everybody else, break down people else.
This what says Marcus. Imagine the government engaged, and I fed up tell this story. And you know what? Moron Richmond knows the story. But in the nature of the PNC, he will come on social media and outright lie to people, barefaced lie to people. And that's something Shaquan Gill does not do. Whatever the facts are, that is what he presents. So for you to call his name, I find you out hard. Now again, for anybody who probably see this idiot and believe we said you here this morning, the government engaged the residents in that squatting area there in Moko on the dam more than a year before the demolition happened. They compensated them for the structures they had. Who had shop get compensated. Who had a farm animal and whatever they're doing there get land to do it in a place designated for farming and not in a residential area. Everybody got a house, lot or a house. Fast track through the system. Mind you, Coretta McDonald will show you a video of somebody moving to a house and the thing got no fence. Government don't build fence for you. Whoever house the government build, they don't build fence to nobody. You understand? So Michael Richmond, you a lying piece of shit. You understand me? You lying piece of shit. Nobody bamboozled anyone. Those persons were squatting. If you, Michael Richmond, would like to say that Granger did some COI and ancestral rights and ancestral rights, ancestors' land or ancestors' transcript or prescript or whatever it is, where's the documentation he gave those people for that land from the COI? Where's the documentation? Where is it gazetted that that's ancestral land and it's for the people who live in on it? Huh? Where is it, Michael? But he will use that as an example because persons remember to see an excavator tearing on people's house and a lady in the window, like she know what she gonna do. Like if the government didn't offer a built house or a house lot to build on and money for the waste wood that she took and knock up the structure that she had there. And that's to show you some Guyanese prefer to stay in the squalor that they're in than to take upliftment just because it's coming from a certain place. You understand me? They prefer to stay in that squalor. So you got Caimon in the trench, you got Big Snake in the trench, you got electricity wire running through the trench. Can you remember GPL running no light today? All of them houses that they're there, most 98%, I am sure they were stealing light and contributing to the blackouts that we used to get. Because when they got feedback, the whole system shut down. That's why they're modernizing the grid now. You understand? And imagine how much other people they got to like that around the place. But asshole Richmond even talk about that. He's not going to say anything about that. He's just going to say, oh, the people in Moko.
Drag them in the mud and all these things.
Drag who in the mud? You had to move. Who tell you roll up in the mud? You should get up and walk out the place and go on the land that the government give you. Pack your stuff into the canton that the government pay for to move your thing. Michael Richmond is a horrible person, a horrible individual. And that is why I don't understand how some young people could follow the PNC with people like this good-for-nothing moron, Michael Richmond, that would come and lie, bare-faced.
Y'all saw it, and y'all saw how sinister.
How pronounce your H's, wretch, and calling Shaquan. You can't even pronounce H.
So, this government is. And you know what's fascinating me with y'all? The Courdel Pauls and the Professor Moores and them. Y'all choose for bud up with these people, the Marlon Jacobs and them. I don't.
Nobody cares about you. Courdel Paul, Marlon Jacobs, Professor Moore are all Afro-Guyanese. How did your jackass government empower them during 2015 to 2020? How did they empower you, moron? How did they empower you, Michael Richmond? How did they empower Marlon Jacobs 2015 to 2020? How did they empower Courdel Paul 2015 to 2020? How did they empower Professor Moore 2015 to 2020? So what reason they got to follow blindly like you, idiot?
I'm really key. Because I had up my system long for y'all. How could y'all slide down in bed with a government that basically victimizes the Guyanese?
Hear this asshole, ain't you? Friggin'. Hear this banner. Creating jobs, housing, infrastructure, schools, education, healthcare. Does victimizing the Guyanese? Where was that 2015 to 2020? That wasn't victimizing the Guyanese, moron.
When the Guyanese looking for a voice for young men and young women with a platform to assist them and speak out against injustice and victimization. All y'all choose to grease y'all on.
Hear this wretch. Why? Oh, Jesus. Look. But Michael is like, woo!
Because y'all know that the money that in the economy, for everybody, is about the money. This country.
So imagine. Don't let me deal with what Michael saying. Because remember, Michael is a moron, right? Y'all seeing progress. I seeing progress. Marlon Jacob seeing progress. Professor Moore seeing progress. Cornell Paul seeing progress. Shaquan Gill seeing progress. Plus money circulating. So they benefit. Shaquan get work. I get work. Marlon Jacobs get contract. Wherever else the Professor Moore and Cornell Paul, I don't know. Wherever they get according to he, because they get some kind of money. So they seeing progress and getting money, and they should vex and jump with you because of what? And their memory of you ain't got nothing with progress and money involved. Michael, you're an ass. You're an ass.
This country moves so far away from camaraderie. This country moves so far away from I looking out for me neighbor.
Hear this boy. There has never been in Guyana more time of unity. I'm getting dizzy. I need breakfast. I'm getting worked up. Let me calm down. There has never been in this country a time of more unity amongst Indo and Afro-Guyanese. It gets so bad now. It gets so good now, I should say, that Afro and Indo fighting each other is two Portuguese fighting. It's Portuguese fighting Portuguese. What Michael talking about? Usually Indo and Afro is bare problems during election time. Now you see Indo and Afro campaigning, doing everything. The Portuguese people fighting the Portuguese people. You see any Indo and Afro engage in any kind of fight like we see the 2 days ago, the other man. What's wrong with Michael? What Michael telling people? Why Michael misleading people?
And y'all just move to selfish and personal gains. And this is my problem with a lot of y'all. Because
so people should look for self betterment. They should look for upliftment. They should join Michael in the struggle. Mind you, outside of Mocha, which I explained to you, and Adriana Young, which I explained to you as well, he hasn't highlighted how this administration is keeping Guyanese down. He hasn't highlighted anything of fact to say, well, look, this policy by this Irfan leader administration holding back Guyanese up to now.
As y'all would see a thief man walk in y'all neighbor house and murder y'all neighbor, and y'all would say nothing.
Michael, your mouth. Jesus Christ. Oh boy.
You know what y'all just say? They ain't got nothing to do with me. You understand? This is funny, bro. This people can't come for me now. Because it can't come for me.
What do you mean? I coming for you. Everything I have said, debunk everything you just said. You have not given us anything credible to say this is how the government is making life hard for Guyanese. We've seen more contractors, we've seen more entrepreneurs, jobs, healthcare, education, tourism, agriculture, everything is flourishing. Mining, whatever it is. No Balaram Ramroop, no. Just as critics said, this is my issue. I want to deal with this. If you want to move on to something else, Balaram, you move on. I'm dealing with this here now.
I've been telling them this all the time. I don't work for the government, you know. I work with a company that the government can't tell them knock off my...
No, Exxon could tell them knock off so you could get knock off. Right? I think it's, I don't want to call the name, but it's the wrong name. It's not, I think it's Jesus. If it's not cereals, I apologize. But cereals, He was a driver for cereals. And I think one of the SUVs get thief, and the owner think he see the SUV and shoot up the SUV. And apparently the SUV that he shoot up, the Land Cruiser, was the Land Cruiser that the CEO Exxon Guyana does use. You understand me?
Encouragement. You understand? The government don't control who exert iron and fire. So I don't bother with them. They can't.
That's why they fire cereals from providing the service. I don't know if they take y'all back or you go to the next company who take over from cereals. You understand me?
Come for me. But I started black, man.
None of them can come for you. You're stupid. You're stupid. I want we get to the Shaquan Gill.
Because you know what? You see what's going on in the society. You see what's going on in society. You seeing young people can't get jobs.
What this wretch talking about? Young people can't get jobs in Guyana? Is the bare-faced lies to me. You may not be able to get the job you want right away. But for you to say that there are no jobs in Guyana for young people, no, sir. No, sir. You probably can't get a job. Because everybody that hire you realize how stupid you are and probably let you go. So speak for yourself.
Clowns like Shaquan Gill come in there and tell people about how more young people starting up business. Obviously, they gotta start business because if they can't get a job in the ministries and in the private sector because them is not friend, family, and free.
Hear this ass. Hear this ass. Now think about it. And this is my last point. You get to Shaquan, so this is my last point. I'm gonna take you off the screen. So he just said that Shaquan Gill said persons, they're more entrepreneurs now. And he's saying the only reason is for that is because people can't get jobs at ministries and in the private sector because there's not friends, families, and favorites. So if they're getting jobs with money, how they start in the business? How they start in the business? Fine. They ain't working. They ain't got no job. Where they getting the money from to start the business? Could it be that the government got over 2,000 new contractors there because they adjust the procurement process to involve those young people, those young entrepreneurs, asshole? How are those young entrepreneurs, the business is flourishing? Because you could start a business and you ain't selling nothing and you're back at square one looking for a job because your business ain't making no money. Could it be because the government has created an enabling environment for young entrepreneurs to flourish? Asshole. Michael Richmond, are those entrepreneurs that you talk about, are they employing anyone, Michael Richmond? All of them working on their own? Are they employing anybody? Listen, I block Michael for a reason. The levels of stupidity exhibited by Michael Richmond is unfathomable. Unfathomable. And his willingness to exhibit the stupidity on Facebook and on social media platforms. I don't know what to say about it. You know, people that say sometimes you think somebody's stupid, but then when they open up their mouth, you understand how stupid they're stupid. That's my call. That's my call. That is Michael Richmond. Thank you. Thank you. Look, this person trolling me all the time. right? The government bring Exxon. Well, no, not this government. The deal signed under whoever it is. Upno. But this government created local content for that company to get a share to work with Exxon to hire your stupid ass. That's my point. Irfan Ali didn't bring, the Irfan Ali administration didn't bring Exxon, but they championed the local content policy so that this local company could get that contract with Exxon to hire you, you're retired. Thank you for highlighting this. Right? And this man just trolled me. Even he's seen the retiredness in this manner. Even he's seen the retiredness in this manner. Nevertheless, it was a good look at the Stewartville rally. We winding down, folks. It was a good look at the Stewartville rally. Right? So at the rally there in Stewartville in Region 3, Roxanne Burnham, the daughter of the late President Forbes Burnham, right? Alongside her husband, Dr. Van West Charles, Richard Van West Charles. It was the talk of the tongue. Now remember, Dr. Van West Charles is a former PNC Central Executive member and government minister. He publicly endorsed President Ali months ago, describing him as the leader best equipped to continue Guyana's transformation. His support coming from someone with deep roots in the PNC's history underscores a growing recognition across political divides that the PPPC is delivering on its promises and charting a path of inclusive development for all Guyanese. Right? So don't worry with what people like Michael Richmond saying and Aubrey Norton and us. Listen to people like Van West Charles. Listen to people like the founder of the PNC, his daughter. Listen to Granger's son-in-law. Listen to the people who come from the belly of the beast. Anyway, guys, I out of here. You have a wonderful day. Thank you for tuning in. Don't forget this afternoon, there's the opening of the extension. Jesus Christ, let me get the right name. Hold on, sorry. Let me get the right thing. There. The commissioning of the Great Diamond. Let me put the people thing on screen. Hold on. Let me put it on screen for you. Right? It's going down today. Let me play it from the top.
The government of Guyana cordially invites you to the commissioning of the Great Diamond to Busby Dam Craig Interconnection 4-lane highway with His Excellency President Dr. Irfan Ali on August 25th at 3 p.m. Venue, the Great Diamond to Craig Roundabout.
Right? So that's happening this afternoon. I'll be there. So if you see me, say hello. Yeah. Imagine Michael got nothing to compare, none of them things that opening all over this place though. In the tenure of the party he represented and telling people stupidness. Let me see who's this. Hello. Hello. Yeah, right. So guys, I'm out here. Y'all be good Guyanese. And as I usually say before I go, it's all about peace. It's all about love. It's all about one Guyana.
peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces,
hear from the people them love, hear from them love, hear from Ali them love. He said, hear from Ali at the boss.
oh, you dealing with the boss.
PPP coulda never take a loss. We a vote for PPP fast. Any problem, hear from fix them. Him no make way off it talk. Original party I never none knock off. Is there? We need to vote and do it for purpose and not for near for no running bill way up and would I never let we down. I can't wait them, I test you must see junk PPP. See no dull ear for not take care of stuff up with slums. Guyana pretty, like a pretty set at ear for no bill it. Him a take care of the city when election finish. Ear for no lay win it, him a no gimmick. PPP legit. Vote for PPP fast. Is there?